Now, one of the things that we are seeing coming from China is that President Xi Jinping just inspected some of Nio's latest technology in Anhui, and I must say it's very interesting, as this might attract more investments, more backup from the Chinese government onto Nio. I mean, as seen on the screen, you notice that he was inspecting Nio chassis system, the Nio chip, that is the latest autonomous driving chip, of course, and other technologies, which when I saw this, I was very excited, because this, like I said, it might trigger new investments into coming into Nio. So I'm very happy. I am excited to see the president of China inspecting some of Nio's latest technology. I mean, outside this place where they were inspecting, or where he was seeing this technology, inside this venue, outside Nio Park, Nio cars were parked outside. Apparently there were a couple of Nio models together with the Anhui L60, which this again, it's good to see the Chinese top officials coming and see what Nio has been doing. And with this, it just solidifies to say that with this technology, with these things that they are seeing from Nio, chances are very high that they will never ever allow Nio to struggle when it comes to growth. They will forever be injecting cash, which is bullish, which is massive onto Nio. So I was very happy to see this. I know there are quite a number of people that, of course, shared these photos on the streets of social media, which sparked some excitement from investors or from retail investors, knowing very well that these investments or big investments from the government, it's always something that is pretty exciting. I mean, you will know that the government has partnered with Nio for in quite a number of things. You will know that there is a government fund that injected $200 million onto Nio Power, buying some stake onto Nio Power, which was less than 10%, right? And that in itself shows you that Nio has got government backup, and this will bring in more. I mean, that 200 million was supposed to go to grow Nio Power in terms of development of battery swapping station, charging infrastructure, which was a good thing. I mean, 2020, when Nio had a crisis or financial crisis, the government came in of China and we saw them rescuing Nio, which is something that, seeing these deals from the Chinese government coming and investing onto Nio, the Chinese government supporting Nio and giving extra incentives for those Nio vehicles that support the battery swapping station, it is something that is just so massive, something that is incredible, and it shows you once again that Nio, it's a company which is just set to do very well. Nio is a company which is set for greatness, which this is part of the reason why I invest onto Nio. The fact that it is backed by the Chinese government. They will never allow it to fail. Some of the expansions as they grow this company might be coming from, or they might get some extra hand from the Chinese government, which is always interesting to see. Now today, as I'm doing this video, the Nio stock price right now, it's trading up 2%, whilst other Chinese EVs or Chinese stocks are up 5%, 6%. And it made me wonder, because one of the things that we are seeing, I mean, I checked the trading volumes, like for Xpeng and Li Auto, their trading volume is like 13 million, right? Average trading volume is like 13 million. Even for Baba, it's like 19 million, but the average volume for Nio is like 62 million. I mean, today the volume is currently, as I'm doing this video, it's at 23 million, which shows you the significance of Nio, which is why it has quite a huge volume. I mean, this is something that shows you that there are a lot of people that are watching this company. There are a lot of investors that are watching this company. It's not just only me and you, but there are quite a number of people that are watching this company and making sure that they either short sell it, they either load the boat. There are quite a number of people that are busy onto this stock, which is something that I must say, it is pretty exciting. It's just amazing to see that Nio stock, it's the activities, though we might not be trading as high as other Chinese equities, but it shows you where the money is, right? I must say. I mean, Li Auto's volume is an average. Li Auto volume is 7.9 million. So far 2.4 million have been traded, and when you have a look at Xpeng, average volume 13 million, 3.6 million have been traded, and like I said, when you go to Alibaba, it's 19.1 million, 6.7 million have been traded today. So it shows you once again the kind of activities. It shows you where the big fishes are playing, right? And hopefully this becomes also an eye-opener to say that the most targeted stock by the shorts is Nio. The most targeted stock by big financial institutions is Nio, which is why we've been seeing these big activities of trading volumes being way over than the volumes we're seeing into most of the Chinese equities. I mean, it just tells you, man, the potential that lies within this company. It just tells you where a lot of people are when you look into Chinese equities. And yeah, of course, seeing them up 2%, I suppose it's not that good because other Chinese equities are 5-6%, but it's not a trend smash because we know the kind of company we are owning, we know the current fundamentals of Nio and where Nio is going, and therefore with all this we know what we're buying. We will continue loading the boat whenever we can because we know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. This visit from the President Xi Jinping in Anhui, checking some of Nio's latest developments or some of Nio's technology was amazing. And I think I must say it was not only Nio, there was also pretty few companies also, but Nio was amongst that company that the president got to see the technology, some of the things that they are doing. And apparently rumor says that those that were in there, when he saw the Nio autonomous chip, this is something that really excited him, and I was very happy also to see this because it appears that he realizes the potential that lies within chips. And if companies like Nio, they've started making their own chips, he knows that these companies have got a bright future because there are some restrictions that the US will pull, like the stance we saw US stopping in Nvidia to supply Chinese companies with some of the chips. So China starting to produce their own chip, it's a long-term win for Chinese equities or for Chinese companies because they won't fully depend on Nvidia, they won't fully depend onto those US-based chip makers because they will be producing their own chips in-house. So this is amazing, this is incredible. And tell me what you think about this. When I saw this, I was very excited. When I saw these pictures of President Xi Jinping seeing Nio's technology, I was very excited, and I think blue sky is coming. So with all that, just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. Tell me what you think about this. I think this shows us that indeed we can expect great things coming from Nio in the future because over and above all the measures, over and above all the money they are spending on R&Ds, they've got Chinese government to back them up, which we have been seeing quite a lot, them doing that, which the latest of course investment from the Chinese government was the 200 million that came to Nio Power, which is incredible, amazing, and it shows us or tells us that indeed blue sky is coming. Otherwise, do your own DD before you buy the Nio stock for the very first time, because let's face it, in as much as I can come and tell you here, this stock is quite volatile, and therefore it requires you to have done some due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. Blue sky is coming. Do your own due diligence. That's all from me, and God bless you all.